Okay, we are going to be doing a lesson on nonfiction, and we are going to be doing a preview of our text. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the cover of our text. Who could tell me what the title of this is? Sienna?
Lost Cities.
Okay, it's Lost Cities. By looking at the title, what genre do you think this book is? Just by looking at the title on the front cover, what genre do you think it is? Christian?
Nonfiction.
Okay, why do you think it's nonfiction?
Because it has real pictures.
Good, it has real pictures. Let's go ahead and open up our book. And let's go ahead and flip through the pages. I want you to do kind of a picture walk, okay? And then I want you to give me your predictions of what you think it's going to be about. You should be flipping through your book, using the pictures and the headings to make a prediction of what you think we're going to be talking about. I'll know you're ready when you guys close your book. I'll know you've looked through the whole entire book to get a preview of the text. Okay, Sienna, your book is closed, so I know that you're ready. Go ahead and turn to a page and give me a prediction of what you think our text is going to be about.
I think it's gonna be about like cities that have been destroyed.
Okay, what page are you on? What gave you that clue?
23.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn to page 23. What did you see on here that gave you that thought?
Oh, it doesn't look like it's been, like it's really like a house or whatever it was. Like, it's like, looks like it's been damaged.
Okay, so you use the pictures to help you understand that, right? I agree. I see some of the building is gone, right? Christian, what are some of your predictions?
Like a place in Mexico.
Okay, what pages gave you that clue?
And page 21.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn to page 21.
And it looks like a place that I have been in Mexico.
Okay, is it a place that you've seen before in Mexico, or is it a place that you've seen on TV?
Like a place that I have like kind of seen, but like more like a city.
Okay, more like a city. Good. Go ahead and let's flip through some more, and let's use the pictures to help us have some more thoughts of what we think the book is about. Go ahead and turn to page 16 and 17. Okay, on the bottom of page 17, when I look at this picture, I see kind of a city in there. Do you guys see that city at the bottom? A little bit right on the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, and I also see some mountains. When I look at that picture, in my head, I think about maybe we're studying some mountains or a city. Okay, do you see how I use the picture to help me understand that? Okay, go ahead and flip through and find another picture and give me a preview of what you think we'll be talking about. Christian, did you find one? Okay, what page are you on?
9.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn to page 9, Sienna. Ooh, what do you see on that page?
Like kind of like a rock, but it looks like a house.
It doesn't look like a house. What makes you think that?
It has like a hole in the middle, and it's like triangular.
Okay, so do you think we'll be reading about houses? Where do you think, by using this picture to help you, where do you think the houses might be?
Like in tops of mountains.
Okay, in tops of mountains, good prediction. Let's go ahead and use some of the headings on each page. If you turn to page 4. go ahead and turn to page 4. Put your finger right on our heading. Okay. When I look at that heading, I read Machu Picchu. Okay. That's giving me a great prediction of what we're going to read about. Okay. We could use headings and subheadings to help us figure out what we're going to read about. Okay. So when I look at that, I'm thinking in my head, I wonder if that's what this mountain range is called, or maybe what this city on this page is called. Okay. I want us to flip through and use the headings to see if we could find any predictions. Has anybody found a heading that could give them a prediction of our text? Let's look on page 10. I found another heading. Go ahead and put your finger on the heading. Okay, and it says, how do people live in Machu Picchu? How do they live in Machu Picchu? I have a great prediction when I read that. I'm thinking by looking at that heading and looking at these pictures on this page that we're probably going to learn about how people live there, right? Go ahead and see if you can make another prediction. Look for another heading or a subheading. Did you find one, Christian? What page are you on?
6.
Okay, so now let's turn to page 6. Okay, Christian, what did you see on page 6?
Like a map of where Machu Picchu is.
Great, so what does that tell you? What do you think we're going to be reading about?
Where places are in Machu Picchu.
Excellent. Well, maybe we're going to be finding out some more interesting places, right? Don't forget, in nonfiction text, even when we're talking about social studies, maps are going to always help us, right? It helps to give us a great connection of where Machu Picchu is. Sienna, I want you to go ahead and find a heading to help us make a prediction.
I think that we're on page 20.
Let's go ahead and go to page 20.
I think it would be about talking about like how do you
Pompeii.
where Pompeii was,
Okay, and what did you use on this page to give you that prediction?
because there was a map.
Right, there's a map, and what else is there?
There is
What's at the top of the page? What was I saying that's helping you to make a good connection?
there is I forget what it's called.
Christian, go ahead.
Heading.
Right, remember there's a heading, right? So that's asking us a question that says, where was Pompeii? Sienna, I liked how you used that map, again, in a social studies nonfiction text to really help you to understand where that might be located. Okay, what text features, remember this one, what text features do we see in this book that help us realize that it's a nonfiction textbook? What features do we see in here? When I look at the cover, I see real pictures. Okay, so that's a great clue that I know that this social studies text is a nonfiction text. What other clues do you see in this book that give you a hint that it's nonfiction? Should be able to come up with a whole list of these. Sienna?
The content?
Right, there's a contents, right? Christian, what else do you see in here?
There's a glossary in there.
There's a glossary in the back, right? Really important to look up words in the back of the book. Sienna?
There's captions.
That's perfect. There's captions. Where are the captions located?
By pictures, like photographs.
Right by the photographs. Good. Christian, what else do you see?
Headings.
You see headings. Excellent. Keep flipping through. Sienna?
See real photographs.
You see real photographs, right?
See like timelines, like sort of like timelines.
Perfect. Christian, make sure you're on page 12 and 13 as well as Sienna. There is a great timeline on there, right? So give me a prediction. If there's a timeline on this page, what kind of information could we get from looking at this? Sienna?
What happens when?
Right, exactly. When certain things happen. Christian, what did you think we could learn from this page?
Things that happened in the past.
Okay, maybe things that happened in the past, right? Good. Go ahead and flip through and see if we could find anything else that gives us a clue that this is a nonfiction text. Christian?
It's saying about days that happen.
Okay, are you on page 16 right now? Good. It's kind of like a timeline, right? We're seeing certain days with certain events. Christian, using that information on page 16, give me a prediction that you have from that yellow box. When I look at that box, I see dates and prices. What kind of prediction could you give me about that?
Like I predict that's gonna the book's about
When I look at the other headings on that page, I see one that says food, I see one that says clothing, and then in the yellow box I see dates and prices. What do you think we're going to get from all that?
the like dates and the days and how did they live.
Okay, Sienna, what do you think? When we look at this information on page 16, I look at the headings, food, clothing, dates and prices, and trips that run through May to September. What kind of information do you think we might be learning on this page?
About like what their prices are. Like,
Okay, give me some more details. Their prices for what?
prices for like food.
Okay, right. I thought the same thing, right? Possibly a prediction could be that maybe we'll be learning about different dates and how much food was, how much clothing was, or possibly that subheading says trips that run from May to September. Do you think maybe we could take a trip to this place?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe we can? Okay, that's some great predictions that we could have, right? Let's keep flipping through our text. And now I want you to give me a wondering question, okay? I'm going to show you an example of one, okay? Go ahead and turn to page 21. Okay. When I look at this picture and this title on page 21, I wonder in my head, where is Pompeii and what does it look like? Okay, that's one of my wondering questions. I want you to go ahead and flip through this text and give me a wondering question by previewing the pictures and the headings. Sienna, what page are you on?
I'm on page 25 and 24.
Okay, 24 and 25.
I wonder how it got destroyed.
Oh, okay, so you wonder how this, do you think it's a city or?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wonder how it got destroyed. Good. Christian, do you have any wondering questions?
Yeah.
What page are you on?
24 and 24 and 25. Did people live in there?
Oh, good. I love that wondering question, right? Did people live in there? Don't forget, when we read nonfiction text, it's very important to make questions, right? To come up with questions and then to read to find the answer. So in the next couple of days, we are going to be reading the book Lost Cities to find out if our predictions were right. Okay?
Okay.
Good job.